I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays, sometimes Fridays. If you like what you have seen, please like, subscribe, and comment any suggestions, as this will help me improve my content for the future. Thank you for listening. Now on to the video. Now, if you know me, I've been playing Roblox for quite a few years at this point, maybe not as much as others, but still a long time. I too also experienced early games as well. Since I quite liked Roblox back then, I still like it now, I'm going to talk about 3 more nostalgic Roblox games from 2015 to 2017. This is a sequel to my previous video. If you've not seen it, I'll link it down below. But anyways, let's get on to my first choice of the video. Shoutouts to Staffy97 for commenting this one on my last video, and I definitely agree. This one, the normal elevator, definitely was quite a nostalgic game for me. I believe this was the game that inspired all of the other elevator games, some of which were good, some of which were quite bad. I remember finding all of the secrets through YouTube and being completely shocked. That was probably the biggest fun I had in this game. There was all the secrets and waiting eagerly for the right floors to show up. Whether it was finding the candy bar in the SpongeBob level, or even waiting, you know the bloomin' that thing you can buy from the shop, the artifact, and you can summon the god with. I found that interesting, even though that was more recent, but it made me revisit the game. By the way, talking about the background floor, I never knew Slender Man was actually added to this to spawn, because I swear he was never there before. It was always just like black lights and then nothing else. I could be misremembering. I didn't record it, but I finished Gavin's story. By returning it in the lobby, they have the old version, and you can do it there. But in this version, it's currently under construction. I don't even know if it's under construction or not. I will say this is probably going to be, I mean, these are all great games, but I'll probably list this one as the lowest of the list, because it doesn't really have as much replay value, I'd say. Because once you've done all the floors, you got all the secrets, there's not really much else, not really much point. Not really much to do with the actual game itself, but copyright definitely hit this game hard with its background music. I'm probably not going to talk about each game for too long, but one last thing I'll mention is the random NPCs that can come into your elevator, such as Big Cheese. I always thought Big Cheese was my favourite one. You also had the recent one, the Moto Big Noob, which became that meme, I'm pretty sure. By the way, this floor being shown in the gameplay I thought was pretty funny. Since I'm not a very good commenter, we're going to move on to the next one, but first I just want to show you this. Oh my god, this is when they were promoting this film. It would have been a crime for me not to mention this game. Releasing when I joined in 2015, I think that makes it a lot more special. Before I get to discussing the game, I just think I should mention this is an older version of the game from like 2017, I think. As you can tell by the Smurf promotion from earlier, and along with the lobby and that. The whole premise of the game is essentially mini games happen back to back. Now they even added a party mode to make it like Mario Party. But I don't really care for that mode much. If you're going to play this game, you just really want to play the mini games. Some mini games are fantastic. Some mini games are okay. Some I think are just really bad. Like Four Corners is just terrible. I also feel like I should just demonstrate here how broken this version of the game is. As you can see, it's really piling up, and there you go. Yeah, you can't win it. Avalanche on this broken of the game is impossible. I don't know why, but I always used to save up for titles. I don't know why, I don't even think they were that impressive, but that's all I used to do. Pets were also fantastic too, let's just admit it. Even when I'm playing Roblox, this is still one of my go-to games, so if you're lucky, you might see me on here. Also, the game once again shows that it's broken because I fall out of the boat here, and I have to just walk the whole way. Also, good lord, does anyone remember when points were a thing? I think all in all, this is just a fantastic game that I like spending some of my time on. But I feel like number 1 has a bit more of a connection to me. Not far, I could have argued that either one could have taken the number 1 spot, but let's get on to that and I'll show you what it is. It would be insulting if I didn't mention this one. No, this isn't the one by Stickmaster Luke, but that one is also incredibly good and gets an honourable mention. I spent hours on this game, like much more than any other game on this list. If you think Natural Disaster Survival by Stickmaster Luke is better, or any other sort of survival game is better, I still stand that this one is the definitive classic. Yes, I know there was a sequel to this game, but I'm not counting it on this list. So the whole premise of this game is you just survive disasters, get points, and earn items such as like weapons or gears or food. My biggest complaint with the game is it doesn't save, and each time you join you lose all your points and everything and you have to earn them again. And I tell you, the adrenaline hits different when there's something like in the background here, rising acid, and having to make your way up of this tower. Like, even now I found this quite intense. Whilst I would say Epic Minigames has a higher amount of quality and is probably the better game, I put this number 1 just purely how much I played it and the joy I had when I first played it then. There are quite a lot of maps that change up regularly, and I'd say the disaster choice is not monotonous. I'd say it's a good varied amount. In conclusion, I'm glad to be making a part 2, because I just want an excuse to revisit older games that I enjoyed. We all have different perspectives of what nostalgia is, and for me, since I joined in 2015, it's going to be quite different. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And seriously, do comment if you have any games, any suggestions that I might talk about, or just to simply spread what you grew up with. That's enough for me today. Goodbye.